FLY91 is a pure play regional airline that is going to be based out of Mopa Airport. Goa is actually where we are headquartered. Our headquarters is on the Kadapa Plateau. And our first base is going to be Mopa. Our entire focus is on connecting Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities using a fleet of 70-seater ATR 72-600 aircrafts. Really, the entire focus is on how do we bring the last mile connectivity, and our focus is on being the airline that is going to allow people to get into those cities where you really don't have enough air service. So the focus is getting into underserved cities, and providing the last mile connectivity. We are here to coexist with all forms of transportation, including airlines. We are not here to compete with anybody. So our entire journey is towards making sure that if passengers need to fly, and all of us are aware about the booming aviation scene in India, the amount of new airports that are opening up, and of course in India, the quality of life is going up, the propensity to spend is going up. People in smaller towns are aspirational. People in big cities want to visit some of the smaller towns, cities. There's so much to be seen as well. And our entire aim is actually on connecting Bharat. So as you see, our tagline says Bharat Unbound. We really want to get into the real Bharat. So as part of our growth plan, our first 6 aircrafts are going to be based at Goa's Mopa Airport. And we have just brought in our first 2 aircrafts, which is based out here. Over the next 6 months, 4 more aircrafts will be joining our fleet. And we're going to have 6 aircrafts based in Mopa, which is going to be base 1 for us. We are going to cover between 8 to 10 cities with these 6 aircrafts that are based in Mopa. Over the next 5 years, every year we are going to open a new base, and in every base we are going to place 6 to 7 aircrafts. So our 5-year plan is to actually induct a fleet of 32 to 35 aircrafts, each base covering between 8 to 10 cities. So at the end of 5 years, we would be covering 50 cities through 6 bases and about 35 aircrafts placed across the country. And typically the flight durations that we're looking at would be between 60 to 90 minutes, is really the kind of typical flights that we would be operating. The ATR 72-600 is an extremely rugged aircraft, with possibly one of the safest track records globally. And this is an aircraft that has been in operation in India for more than 25 years. We also will be a pure play digital airline. So I think that's also very important for us to talk about. India today has got over 900 million internet users, and the level of digital maturity in this country is very high. So everything that we do, whether it's customer touch points, whether it's the way we interact with customers, is all going to be highly focused on the digital side. The last point that I want to make, before we get down to the Q&A session is, we actually want to call ourselves an air transportation company. And the reason why we say that is that our focus is going to be more on ensuring that we can actually take people safely, efficiently from point A to point B. And our entire focus will be on that. And that's really what we're looking at, creating as an air transportation ecosystem covering the Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. So that's basically the background of FLY91. 4 years back, we started a journey of fundraising, and before we started operations, we ensured that we raised adequate capital. And we've raised a round of $25 million. To ensure that we are well capitalized. We are possibly the only regional airline anywhere in the world that's actually raised this quantum of capital. And the reason why we have raised it is we want to make sure that we are financially strong and we are able to take this plan through. In addition to that, we also participated in the government's Udan scheme, basis which we won 20 sectors. Okay, so those are sectors that we will be flying, and there's BGF that we've been awarded. Having said that, I just wish to clarify that our business plan is not built purely on Udan. Our business plan stands on its own feet. Udan is just an added advantage that we would get, but otherwise it's an airline that's built to financially sustain itself on regular commercial operations. So this is really the background of FLY91 and all of us. We have a great team that's come together, a very, very experienced team that has come together. And today we have our first symbolic flight. We're going to be flying from Goa to Lakshadweep Islands, Agatti, and coming back. And subsequent to this, we're going to be opening for sale. And our first commercial flight will launch next Monday with services from Goa to Bangalore, Goa to Hyderabad. We are going to be connecting Bangalore to Sindhudurg, and we'll be connecting Hyderabad to Sindhudurg in the initial phase, post which we are going to be starting flights to Jalgaon. So in terms of connections, we are going to connect Jalgaon to Goa, Jalgaon to Hyderabad, Jalgaon to Pune. We are going to connect Sindhudurg to Hyderabad, Sindhudurg to Bangalore, Sindhudurg to Pune. We're going to connect Agatti to Goa and Agatti to Bangalore. And we're going to connect Nanded to Goa and Nanded to Bangalore. So these are and we're going to connect Goa to Bangalore, Goa to Hyderabad and Goa to Pune. So this is part of what we're going to achieve in the first 4 months of operation. So as our aircraft start coming in, all these routes will start in a phased fashion. And by the time we get to aircraft number 4, all these will be daily operations. So initially, when we start, they would be truncated operations, because we want to kind of start the operations in a phased fashion. But once we get to aircraft number 4, we would ensure that all these sectors are operating on a daily or more than daily.
Subscribe Prudent social media channel and press bell icon for latest notifications.